What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. My bad, y'all. We back here on Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to y'all this morning. If you tuned in right now and if you're listening, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Also, if you can, share the show. Share the show. Share the show out on your community tabs, Facebook, Twitter, throughout your social media. Share the show. I won't be too long this morning, but as y'all know, this is what we doing. Stay Sleep TV, y'all. Come to y'all in the morning, and I just try to motivate y'all on y'all way to wherever y'all going, or even if you're home, you know, just try to get us started on a good foot, you know. And I think this is important for us because I don't know if y'all know this, but it's like we're bombarded with bullshit 24/7. Like, you pick up your phone, you open your laptop, you turn your iPad on, uh shit, anything. Is like we're bombarded with bullshit, man. So it's easy, for us to get caught up in it. It's easy for us to just become consumed by it. Like, if you just watch the same shit all the time, is not only do you become numb to the BS, but it becomes a part of you, So, excuse me. Um, we have to understand the importance of content. I did a video about it called "Content is King," and in the video, I was discussing how at the end of the day, your content is what matters. Content is what matters. You know, um, and whether people believe it or not, or however you want to classify it, if you're putting things out on your platform and people gravitate to it, it's content. Now, um, whether it's good content, whether the content is worthy of anything, that's another thing. But if you could go live and you have people watching you, no matter what you're talking about, you're doing content. That's just what it is. Because, and the reason why I say this, because I watch how people gravitate to the bullshit just as much, if not even more, than the content that'll actually help you. So how could we turn around and say it's not content when a person could go live and be going in on somebody and have 200-300 people watching? So that's, even though it's not helping nobody, it's not building no one up, it's destroying. it's still content because people are gravitating to it. It's affecting people. But see, I make it my business to have a certain level of content, meaning my quality. I'm not trying to do content that's soap opera worthy. Like a lot of the shit in this black sector is soap opera. It's like a soap opera. It's like a never ending. It's like a never ending soap opera. And I stay away from that content because that's not who I am. See, in that video, I talked about how your content is actually supposed to represent who you are. Now I understand there's an entertainment aspect to everything. So, but if you're able to entertain the crowd and still be yourself, then what that actually shows is it shows that you're actually good at what you do. Because see, even as a public speaker or orator, let's just say a public speaker, in order, or a motivational speaker, any form of speaking, you have to have some form of they say you have to have some form of laughter included into your program. And they tell you to implement that part of your program. You can either use laughter to break the ice, or you can use jokes to keep people intrigued into what you're saying. And then you got a lot of people who are just, they're totally into the BS. They're totally into the entertainment. But I do what I do because my content represents me. I'm not I'm not here to entertain. Can I entertain? Yes. And anybody who support this platform and know who I am and have a good, y'all been watching me for a while. Y'all know that I can do that. I was offered a couple of times by some known trolls in the roast sector of YouTube, for me to go over there and to join their movement. People will send you money and do all of that, but that is not that is not why I'm here. That is not my purpose. You see? So, and check out the mini series that I just dropped. Go and check out both videos, part 1 and part 2, Finding Your Purpose. Go and check that out. Stay tuned for part 3 and 4 coming soon. Go and check out parts 1 and part 2. Now let's get to the topic. This morning, I want to speak on opportunity cost. Opportunity cost. This is um, a term in business that's very, very important, that a lot of people really don't pay attention to, or they don't really understand. And let me say this. A lot of things that some people may have learned outside of the classroom, I'ma just say, outside of academia, you actually know what opportunity cost is. You just call it something else. You actually understand business. You're just doing business on a low level. See? And see, I learned this when I went to school for business. I said, damn. So all these years, you know, when people in my family was doing what they were doing, they actually was conducting business. It's just the business that they were conducting wasn't sanctioned. But the nature of what they were doing was the same shit I was reading in my classes. You see? Except they didn't have a they had a business plan, but it wasn't written down. And all of the parts of a business plan they took into account, except it wasn't written down. And they didn't have a LLC, and it wasn't taxed. But they were doing all of the same things. All of the same things. So when we talking about business, right? Let's say when we talk about the guys that's in the streets, right? They're considered criminals because they are conducting business and they're not sanctioned to do so. Because see, and you have to understand why this goes on a lot in America, pretty much all over the world, but we're going to focus on America. See, what a lot of people don't understand is the United States of America itself, the United States of America, not America, the United States of America is a corporation, is a business. Now, foreigners want to come to America because America is a free market. It's a free marketplace. If you have product and people, if you have a product or service that is needed by the people, you can come here and do business, but you have to be sanctioned. This is why everybody wants to come to America. And this is why they call America the what? The free world. Because it's a free market. Anybody can come here and do business. See? So with foreigners understanding this, when you speak to foreigners, what are the first thing that they say? A lot of them say they came here for what? For a better what? Opportunity. See, we gonna get into what opportunity means the word opportunity cost and what it means in the business world. But let's just break it down before we get into the definition. Because see, business is life. Okay? Business is life. I don't separate life from business. It's together. It's a big puzzle. So when you speak to these foreigners or immigrants or whatever, but let's say immigrants. I'm not going to be disrespectful. They say they want to come to America for a better opportunity. What do they mean by opportunity? What opportunity? See? And you must understand that wherever there's an opportunity, there's a cost to be paid to partake in that opportunity. There's a cost. That's why they say nothing in life is free. And when they say nothing in life is free, that doesn't mean that everything in life you can actually pay with money. Let me repeat that. Some things in life you're going to pay for without money. You see? So there's a cost that comes with having an opportunity. Now, with immigrants, what is the price that they have to pay to have a chance at better opportunities to have a better life? The cost is discrimination, prejudice, um, having to learn a new language. Some of these people come here and can't even speak English. See? So in order for them to get that job that they want, they have to become bilingual. They have to speak English. So it's a cost for that. You see? You have to learn something new. There's a price you have to pay. You see? So it's the same thing for us here. When there's a business opportunity for you, or there's an opportunity for you to do anything in life, there's a cost behind it. See? There's a cost for dealing with fucked up women, men. You know what that price might be? You know what that cost might be? Alimony. Might cost you your whole mundane life. Might cost you everything you've worked for. But there's a cost. There's a price to pay. Even for love, there's a price. For marriage. See? Because the opportunity or the opportunities that you are awarded when you get married, like everybody say, right? You have the possibility to obtain these things. These are opportunities. But there's a cost. The cost is, what if you and her don't work out? And y'all done been married and been together for 10, 15 years. See, you can't get all the money you spent. You can't get that back. But guess what else is more important that you lost that you can never get back? Those 10 years, those 15 years. And that is the cost of the opportunity of marriage or being happy forever. It's a cost. It's a price you have to pay. See? There's a price you have to pay when you're a rookie on a sports team. That's just like being an intern. That's just like job training. You're going to have to do the shit you don't like. When you're an intern, interns have to do all the dirty work because you have to prove that you're worthy of having this opportunity. Are you willing to pay the price? So they make you go get coffee. You know, you saw what Puffy did with making the band. He made them walk across a goddamn bridge to get him some cheesecake. If you want an opportunity, how bad do you want a shot at being successful? What are you willing to pay for? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to do? There's a cost. You might have to pay for it being humiliated. You see? And that's what Puff was showing them. You want to be in this business. What are you willing to do? What price are you willing to pay? Because that's how Puff started. Puff started out as an intern. And do you know, years later, Puffy turned around and employed the guy he used to work for, Andre Harrell. But when Puff was coming out of Howard, Andre Harrell was the man. So he went over there and was an intern. He said he parked Andre's cars. He went and got him coffee. He went and got him breakfast. Shit, he went and got the whole office breakfast. He washed their cars. He did all of that. You see? So a lot of people who may say certain things about Puff, oh, he did this and he did that, and hey, that's up for discussion. That's up for debate. That's theory. But what we do know is facts is Puff paid the cost to be the boss. He paid the cost and he took advantage of the opportunity that was presented to him. Are you ready to pay that cost? See, are you willing to do that? Are you willing to take care of a child for the next, let's say, 21 years? Are you ready to pay that cost? Not only to maintain them, but you're going to pay with your time. You're going to pay with your patience. You're going to pay with your freedom. Because, see, once you have children, you're no longer free. Are you willing to pay that cost? Because you wanted the opportunity to be a father. So there's a price to pay. So let's get into what opportunity cost means in the business world. And remember, business is life. Opportunity cost. Opportunity cost. When an option is chosen from alternatives, the opportunity cost is the cost incurred by not enjoying the benefit associated with the best alternative choice. Let's get another definition. Let's get another definition. The added cost of using resources as for production or speculative investment. That is the difference between the actual value resulting from such use and that of an alternative. So basically, that is basically what I was describing. There's a cost that is added to what you're trying to produce or invest in. And are you willing to pay that cost? Are you willing to do that? Like, for instance, if, let's say, for instance, right now, you have a opportunity. Let's use your YouTube channel. People who are YouTubers, right? Let's say you have the opportunity where somebody is saying, yo, I have a product that I'll pay you to promote on your channel, but the product is, let's say they want you to promote, let's say they want you to promote steroids, something that you're not with, you don't agree with. Now, this is an opportunity for you. You're gonna get paid from it, and you're marketing a product. But are you willing to invest into this opportunity, and are you willing to deal with what comes behind it? You see, are you willing to incur what comes behind this opportunity that you're willing to take? Is the risk greater than the reward? You see, is the risk greater than the reward? Or do you mind not taking a big risk if the reward is big? You see, this is why it's an opportunity. You gotta go out on a limb and grab hold of opportunities. But see, most people who sit back and let opportunities wither away, those are people who are not willing to risk. You see, and they're not willing to risk anything because they're afraid to invest. And see, a lot of times it's not just because a lot of people don't invest a lot of times, not just because they don't have the money, it's because they don't have the know-how and they're not willing to learn and they don't have the work ethic. They're not willing to work. This is why, and this goes back to the example that I was making earlier. Most people will create the bullshit content on here on YouTube because it's easier. You see, it's easier for me to invest into what everybody's already doing than for me to be me and get people to invest into me. You see what I'm saying? See, the people that are here that are putting out the bullshit content and just, you know, they're basically trolls who turned into content creators and they're just here to stir up bullshit. See, people like that, they're not confident in themselves. This is why they don't sell themselves. They sell you bullshit. See what I'm saying? See, when a market is saturated with bullshit and people are making a lot of money selling bullshit, that is going to be the thing. That is going to be the thing. That is the standard. The standard now is bullshit because the market is saturated, especially now with the whole pandemic shit going on. Everybody's on YouTube. Everybody's a blogger now. Everybody goes live now. But what you going live about? What are you going live about? And are you willing to sell yourself? The real you. You know, not the dude that you pretend to be for Facebook. Not the dude you pretend to be for Instagram. But you. Are you willing to sell you? Of course not, because you don't like yourself. So of course, you're not going to sell yourself because you don't think people are like you because you don't like you. See, it takes a lot more work. See, I remember those days when I was talking to myself, when I was looking at the camera for a whole hour and a half, just talking to myself. You see? See, it's hard for people to actually go through the grind. It's hard for people to do that. See, they're not willing, and this shit sounds crazy, but they're not willing to pay the cost for being themselves. They rather pay the cost for being fake. We see this all the time in the hip hop industry. All these rappers that get exposed. Why? Why do they do this? Because they see it as a better opportunity and it's safer for them to lie about who they are. It's less of a risk, but a high reward. And this is what most people in society, this is how they operate. They want low risk, high reward. This is why when they present themselves to you, they present themselves to you as someone else. This is why they are afraid to show up as themselves, because you might see the things that's wrong with them. This is why they're afraid to show up as themselves. They're not willing to pay the cost of somebody actually seeing who they are, seeing them make mistakes, seeing them at the bottom. You see? But see, what y'all don't understand is it costs more to lie. It costs more. It costs more. See, nowadays, with the internet blowing up and being so big that it is, because it basically controls every fucking thing at this point. You have it to where you have people blowing up overnight off of being someone else. Like, there's guys, man, that are considered comedians now because they did a video mocking something. They put the little split screen up there. He got a wig on or some funny shit, and he's just mocking some famous hood rat. And that video goes viral. He get 2-3 million views. Now all of a sudden, in his bio, he's a comedian. He's a comedian. This dude never told a joke in his life. He never stood in front of nobody and told no jokes. He's not even known for being a comedian. You see? So this is why people look at, this is why you hear people say fake it till you make it. Because most fake people, they get a lot of opportunities. But see, one thing I noticed, this is why I like to watch interviews. Because in interviews, people say a lot of things. And a lot of times they tell on themselves in these interviews. Like, for instance, it was a guy famous. He got famous off of what I was just talking about, just doing crazy skits and mocking people and shit on social media. His name is Boom Gang. If y'all know him, y'all know him. Famous dude from Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. Boom Gang. He's the one who started, you know, running around snatching people's shit and all of that. He started that. Boom Gang. Now, this dude, Boom Gang, he wanted to be famous, right? So he said, I want to be famous, and I'm willing to do anything to for this opportunity. So he ran around and he started doing dumb shit on camera, and he went viral, and he got famous. He got famous, right? This dude was known. He's known worldwide. People even start wanting to be like him. right? The dude became so famous for the shit that he do that some dudes that didn't like him, he was out somewhere, and long story short, they shot the dude. They almost killed him. They almost killed Boom Gang for him running around doing that type of shit. Now, if you watch his interview, because he got interviews, he changed his name. Now he's marketing himself. Now he's selling his story. Because see, he wasn't willing to pay the cost for lying and not being authentic. He almost lost his life behind it. Just for an opportunity at being in a rap game. He didn't even make it to the rap game, but he became famous. And he said this in an interview. He said, "Man, I had to realize that I wasn't being myself, and that I could make money with being myself. I should have just brought y'all me the whole time. I should have just sold y'all. I should have sold my fans on being me." You see? Opportunity cost. Are you willing to pay the price? Everybody want to be a boss, but that's why they say you got to pay the cost to be the boss. Meaning, you're going to go through shit. You're going to lose money. You're going to lose business partners. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose family. This is the cost that you may have to be willing to pay for the opportunity at being successful, at being happy in life. The cost you may have to pay is losing your friends, losing your parents. Now you have to weigh your options. Are you willing to lose the relationship that you have with your friends to be successful? This is the opportunity cost. Why do you think they say most long-term friendships are broken up by what? Money. Money. Why? Because at some point, if your friends are not conducive to your purpose, to your vision, then they are a liability. And when you're trying to build assets for yourself, i.e., trying to get your shit together, you need the lowest amount of liabilities as possible. Your expenses need to be low. You shouldn't really have too many expenses after living your life. But are you willing to be alone? See, that's the price you got to pay. You willing to be alone? Are you willing to not have nobody to call and you just sit there and deal with yourself? See, that's a heavy price tag. Why you think most people pay it for their friends? Because they don't want to pay the price of being lonely and having money. You see? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you tuned in, hit the like button, family. Let's get the likes up, man. Let's hit the like button. If you tuned in, hit the like button. Also, share the show. You see? Are you willing to pay that cost? Are you willing to do that? Because see, it all sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds good until you actually do it. It sounds good until you actually are doing something that you want to do. Progress sounds good until you're actually progressing and you notice that people that were around you are no longer around. See, it's a difference from saying it and experiencing it. Let me say that again. It's a difference between saying it and then experiencing it. See, I've heard this my whole life. When you grow up, you a lot of people that you called your friends, they're not gonna be around no more. I've heard that, but it's different when you experience it. See, it's a different reality. When you're there now, when you're actually at that point, it's different. Are you really ready to give up your friends for success? Are you willing to pay that cost for the opportunity? Are you willing to do that? Because that's something that's not as easy. It's easier said than done. You see? It's easier said than done. This is why they say you should only get in business with people who are like-minded. Now, let's go into this whole like-minded thing because you even have to break that down because like-minded to most of us Negroes, the black folks, is like-minded is we poor, we're both trying to get out of poverty, we need money. So let's put these couple of $100 together or these few $1,000s that we saved and let's start a business. That's not like-minded. That's not like-minded. Well, it is, but not when it comes to business. You see? Like-minded when it comes to businesses, your vision. Does your visions align or do they are they dependent of each other? Like, for instance, if I want to start a record company, right? If I want to start a record company, why wouldn't I go into business or speak to my homeboy and go into business with him if he's a producer? You see? And then he will go out and find rappers because he need rappers to rap on his beat. You see? So that's what it is to be like-minded in business. If you and your homeboy are not operating on that level, then y'all should not do business. Y'all actually are not good for business. And y'all are not like-minded. Just because y'all both need money doesn't mean that y'all should go in business together. Because if y'all visions don't line up together or y'all businesses isn't dependent on each other, then maybe one of y'all should just go get a job and the other one should just run a business on their own. See, everybody's not fit to deal with business either. This is why I say y'all are not like-minded because y'all need money. It has to be more than that when you're trying to conduct business. And this is why friendships break up over business. Because you always have a friend who does not know enough about business to operate. They take everything personal. They're just not built for business. You see? So if you're gonna get in business with somebody, that's what it means to be like-minded. Does your visions align? Or will it cross paths at some point? You should be in business with people like that. Those are like-minded people. If I have a cotton mill, of course, I will want to partner up with you if you're trying to start a underwear line. If you're trying to sell your own goddamn drawers and my mill can produce your drawers, we need to do business. It has nothing to do with, oh, we both broken. We need to pay our bills. So let's put this money together. No, no. And that's how a lot of, our businesses start. It starts from struggle. The business don't even start from a damn idea. It starts from struggling. You struggling, I'm struggling. I got 500, you got 500, and let's do this. And somewhere down the line, it falls apart. Because you want to take the t-shirts and take it to the next level. He just want to keep selling shirts on the block so he could have money in his pocket. So he could keep running around and doing whatever he's doing. See, y'all are not like-minded. Y'all shouldn't do business together. You see? Because he's not going to take advantage of the opportunity of taking y'all business to the next level. He's going to squander the opportunity because he doesn't want to pay the cost. And that cost may be you got to stop drinking for a while. You got to stop going out tricking at the strip club. You know, you, you're going to have to slow down on your sneaker consumption. Stop buying every new pair of Jordans that come out. See? That's the price he may have to pay. So y'all business could go to the next level. And he may not be willing to pay that cost that you're willing to pay. This is why you don't do business with people like this. This is why it's hard for black men, period, to find other good black men to even do business with. Because most dudes think that business is all about making money. No, making money is the result. Let me say that again. Making money is the result. That is the result of all the work that you put in. Do you understand that? See, most of us men don't understand that. See, if money is your motivation, you're not good for business no way. Because guess what? If you're an entrepreneur, your money gonna fluctuate. Your money is gonna fluctuate. So if you just trying to invest a little bit of money to make a little bit of money out of it, you should just go get a job. You should just go get a job. If money is your motivation, go get a job. Because being an entrepreneur, you're in it for the marathon. You see? Short-sighted people need jobs. You need to go get a job. You don't have the boss mentality because you're not willing to sacrifice the current shit for something bigger later. See, you got to have vision to even think about doing something like that. See? And this is why, man, I came to us this morning to talk about this because a lot of us men, man, we don't take advantage of opportunities because of basically how we see ourselves. Shout out to the nameless protagonist. Appreciate that membership, bro. We don't understand. This is why I'm glad I went to school for business. Because I could break it down. I can put it in layman's terms to these younger cats that's out in the streets still doing what they doing. They don't even know. They know they conducting business, but you know how they know they conducting business? Because they have money in their pocket. They don't understand what they're doing is supplying and demanding. They don't understand that your customers have a demand for your product. See, they just don't understand. This is what we need to learn. We need to learn the lingo. This is why we have to read. This is the purpose of actually going to school, to learn the jargon. Let me repeat that. Our job is to learn the legal jargon because we're doing the same shit, but we just don't, we're confused when they speak because they're using $10 words that means something just as simple. You know what marketing is? Watch The Wire when you saw all them. I got that handicap. I got that handicap. Yeah, handicap over here. Come over here. Yeah, I got that handicap. That's promotion. That's promotion. I got that gas, bro. Got that gas. It's promotion. They don't know that. You know what they call it selling. But in order to sell a product, you have to promote it. You have to know that it's on the market to be purchased. So when you tell homie you got that gas, you just promoted your product. You just told him what you got. That's business, bro. That's business. Hey, bro, nah, bro, this shit fire right here. This shit fire. This the best shit on the block. That's marketing. That's marketing. I got the best shit out here, bro. Look, you want to see? You want to smell it? Smell it. Shit, I ain't even got to pull it out the bag, bro. You can smell it on me. It's promotion. It's marketing. You already doing business. You just don't know that. You doing the same shit that your supermarket do, except you know how they promote? They give out circulars. Okay? They give out circulars. You know how sometimes you give out samples to get customers to come? They give out circulars and put sales in them to get people to come. See, we have to be able to do this for the younger people, man. See, if you truly understand something, you can simplify it. You can simplify it. It's not that difficult if you understand it. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. My next couple of streams and my videos is I'm gonna be simplifying, making things simple and easy to do. And I know some of y'all are probably like, "Yo, DS1, why you making it easy? It shouldn't be easy because it wasn't easy for you." No, it's not the point of me making it easy. It's the point of me making it comprehensive and easily accessible. You see, you have to start off with baby food. And see, when you're dealing with the youth, you're still dealing with children. So with children, you have to walk them through things. When you're dealing with a person who doesn't know something, they could be an adult. But if they don't know it, you have to show them in baby steps. Now, if we're gonna sit here and talk about how dysfunctional we are, do you think we're just going to blast into being functional? No. We're gonna have to do this thing in steps. It's gonna come in stages. And the first thing you have to do, and this is what I like to do, is I like to break down or decipher certain terminology. Because some dudes, they they're so uneducated and they're so um beaten down that the sight of something, or not even the sight, but the thought that they get when they hear something that may sound complicated, they throw in they throw in the towel. They throw in the towel. They throw in the towel. It's not because they're quitters. It's because they're afraid, because they already know they don't know. That's like asking somebody to read in front of people and they don't know how to read. This is how we have to look at our people. And if we're gonna give them solutions, we have to understand that our solutions have to be very comprehensive and easy. But it's only gonna be easy because this is the entry level. So it's gonna get harder, just like school. You see? If you're teaching somebody something, you're schooling them. But if you're teaching them some shit they never heard of, you can't expect them to know. You can't expect them to grasp it. Black men need to get into business. Black men need to learn about business. Yeah. But you know what the number one problem is with black men in business? We don't understand the terminology. That's first. Why do you think there's so many black men that got money and invested and still got fucked over? You know how many street dudes? Why do you think nowadays it's a consensus amongst a lot of street dudes not to put their money in the music business no more? Street dudes is not putting their money in the music business no more, because a lot of them has lost millions of dollars. Why? Because they didn't understand the game. They didn't understand the jargon. They didn't understand the structure. They didn't understand certain things. Why? Because they didn't read. They thought all they could do is hand their money over to somebody and a briefcase was going to be brought back. And they were sadly mistaken. See? That's the price they paid for that opportunity. And there's a heavy price for being ignorant. Being ignorant. See? A lot of people don't understand this. They just say things to say things. They don't even know what they putting their money into. Do business. What type of business? Where's the paperwork? See, we don't understand that side. Royalties, how you get your royalties. Intellectual property. Even having a business lawyer. You know, most of these rappers don't even have lawyers. They're using the lawyer of the label that they signed to, which is a dumb move. Because the lawyer works for the label, not for the artist, you dummy. But you wanted an opportunity at fame, and you paid the cost, a heavy cost, a heavy cost. So this is what I wanted to come and I wanted to speak about this morning, family. Opportunity cost. And to break it down to where we can understand it. Outside of when some slick corporate person, a wolf in sheep's clothing comes along and start, just talking and dropping these fancy terms and leaving you bewildered. Nah, man. We gonna break some of this stuff down and we gonna put it in layman's terms so we all could understand it. We could get it. So at the end of the day, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button for me. If you enjoyed the show, now is the time you could donate. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV to donate to the show. If you enjoyed the show, donate to the show. You enjoyed the show, donate to the show. Support your interests, man. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can donate. The other donation links is in the chat room. James Kills, salute. Yeah, like Harry O. That's a fact. John Doe, salute, bro. It's been a minute, man. Good to see you. John Doe said that's where analogies and metaphors and stories come in to put it in terms others can understand, bringing them up to speed. Exactly. Exactly. Nameless protagonist, salute. Zeus Flippy, salute. Yep, that's true, John Doe. Shout out to my brother Doug in the building. Doug the diplomat. Shout out to Doug. Tone Malone, salute, bro. Shout out to Information Man. Deep in Thought, salute, bro. The Underrated Darkness, salute to you, big bro. Bucket 88, salute. Young Peasy, salute. PM, salute, salute. And shout out to everybody that's in the clouds, in their clubhouses, and they watching. Much love to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Hit that like button. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. No doubt, PM. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all. Donate to the show. Shout out to my man Bucky. He say much respect. Appreciate that, Bucky. Donate to the show. Support your interests, man. Stop being afraid to support your interests. Supporting your interests ties into business. Support your interests. This is why I say business is life. Peace to the God, Kangster. Salute. Support your interests, man. See, when that's a fact, brother. We all we got. We our own agency. Yes, sir. We are our own agency. See, when you hear people get up here and they express that people donate and support their interests, that is the same shit when you watch Love and Hip Hop, okay? Because you have to pay your cable bill to watch that shit. So you're supporting what you like. So I don't understand how people can get on YouTube and say that people who ask for donations or tell people to support their interests is begging when you want to watch reality TV, so you pay a goddamn cable bill every month. You see? See, this is why we have to break things down into layman terms. This is why. Because people say things foolishly, thinking that they're being cute or they're saying something like it means something when you're actually making yourself look foolish. You see? You're making yourself look foolish. When you're hungry and you're outside and you don't want to wait till you get home to make you something to eat, that's why they created fast food. Because fast food is in the interest of people who want things immediately. So you have to pay for that. That is an interest. See? This is why if you support this channel, I tell y'all to hit the like button. Because the more y'all that hit the like button, YouTube will request my video to other people. Because what? YouTube keeps a tab on people who are interested in your content. One day y'all get that this shit is nothing but a big puzzle, man. Y'all get it one day. But shout out to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. Y'all would like to donate to the show. Donate. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in this morning. I'm your host, DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. One love to the masculine mercenaries, man. I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace.